everyone, welcome back to another session. This is part 3 to chapter 4, Key Elements of a Democratic Government. Chapter 4 hai grade 6 CBSE, and in the last session we talked of story of South Africa. I even talked of participation of the people, how they can participate in a democratic process in which they have to vote after every 5 years, and the government also has to set up a procedure, protocol they need to follow if they want to be re-elected. Then are there other ways of participating, how people can raise their voice, can show their concern and talk about their interest. So definitely I talked about rallies, dharnas, signature campaigns. And now I'm going to talk of need to resolve conflict and also the difference between equality and justice. So guys, of course, there always happen to be conflicts in the society where some people try to project themselves superior and some feel that we have been alienated. So it could be related to any section. It could be a religious conflict. I'll give you the example. It could be the conflict between people of different culture. It could be the conflict between people of different regions or even economic background. Some consider themselves to be inferior. Some are declared to be superior, and that is how the conflict comes into practice. So this all leads to discrimination, where people feel discriminated, where they do not feel safe. They feel that some people are using violent means against them. There is a tension in the environment. There is a fear psychosis. There is, always and always they live in that stigma that we need help, we need help. So in all this scenario, the government has to come up and help the people resolve the issue so that there is no conflict. Everyone feels safe, everyone feels valued, everyone feels that we are a part of the society and we play a very important role. Isn't that true? Even in our house, sometimes when our sibling is given more importance, we feel that, oh, I am not even worth it. So definitely our parents loop in and tell us ki no beta, you are also equal, but he is your younger sister or brother. So we really need to do something to make them feel secure, safe. Similarly, in the society also, the government plays a very important role in order to avoid any kind of chaos in the society. Talking of India, the Indian Constitution has clearly laid out some provisions that nobody is to be discriminated. The government has to come up and resolve the differences or any kind of conflict that arise, and we'll read how the differences or the conflicts can be resolved. Let's talk about a case study. So let's say there is a religious procession or a celebration that is taking place. And those people, there is a particular route that they have to follow. Let's say they have to go on this route. But there are other people living around this area. Let's say these people. So this is community 1 and this is community 2. They're different communities with different religious expectation. So at this time, if the procession goes through this route, there are chances that this community people might fight and have a conflict with this society, with this community people. So at this time, in order to avoid any kind of violence, any kind of clash, the police takes up important step. Now, what step does the police take up? It tries to bring the leaders of both the communities together. It tries to bring the representatives of the concerned communities and make them arrive at a decision peacefully, without fighting. Fighting won't help resolve any issue. So the police make sure that both the community leaders, they come together, try to solve the issue amicably. So that means police takes the responsibility to ensure that violence doesn't cause any problem to any life. There's no casualty. This is one case. Let's talk about the second case. Now this river that you see, this is Kaveri river. So this is Karnataka state. It is upstream. And let's say this is Tamil Nadu state. So the river flows like this. This is the direction from here to here. So this is the downstream state. Now what happens is at times there is a conflict between both the states over the use of water. So at this time also the central government has to step in and needs to step in to resolve the issue so that both the states get equal distribution of water. Now what happens here is, I'll tell you, now here in Karnataka there was a dam that was built, and when you build a dam, it tries to curtail or stop the water flow. So the name of the dam here is Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. This dam was constructed here. So when you construct a dam, generally the downstream state does not receive enough water. It's like there's a pipe, and if you create a blockage here, so definitely the water won't pass. So all the people living here in this state felt the problem, the city, people living in the cities, people living in the farms. So Karnataka government said, no, we need the water from this dam to be supplied to the city of Bangalore and also for irrigation purpose. But the people in Tamil Nadu said, excuse me, we also have constructed a dam. The name of the dam is Mettur Dam. So what about the flow of water to this dam? What about the needs of our crop? What about the needs of our farmers? Whatever you are storing, you need to make sure you send some water down. Because these rivers are not perennial. They don't receive water throughout the year. So we need to come up with a conflict so that there is no fight between the upstream and downstream state. Right? So that is how the central government, it plays an important role to resolve the conflict. Now that brings us to the last topic, that is equality and justice. See, it's very interesting to know what you understand by equality and justice. So let's say this is equality. There's one person like this, one like this, one like this, one like this, one like this. So equality means every person is seen equal in the eyes of law. Isn't that correct? Where every person is seen equal in the eyes of law. But the problem is equality and justice are different. They're not the same. Equality is when things are same in a particular way, or simply, when you believe in the state of being equal. So either this or state of being equal, that is equality. Equality means everyone is same. They have the same abilities, talents, interest or not, you'll treat them as same. Everyone is considered same regardless of what religion do they belong to, what is their caste, what is their gender, what is their nationality, what is their color. Everyone is treated at the same stage, is treated the same. For example, 2 plus 2 equal to 4, 2 plus 2 equal to 4, 2 into 2 equal to 4. This is equal. So we need to ensure that everybody is treated equally. But equality is not, it's definitely necessary, but it's not sufficient for the society. You can't say if this person is like this and the other one is this, you'll say it's equal. What if he's not treated equally? Equality is treating everyone without bias. Na? You can't say that you're not having this optimum height, so you won't be treated equal to this person. So in order to make sure that this person is treated equally, we have a system that's called justice. Justice means giving every person his right and to punish against those who are doing some unjust. That means you are placing everything in its right place. If this is not equal to this, then justice comes into place and it ensures that this is actually equal to this. Everyone has a right. So that means justice also plays a very important role. It ensures that everyone has to be treated equally. There is a fairness in the society and everything starts from the same place. Equality. Ensure there's equality, and then if there's not, then justice plays an important role. That means justice and equality, they are inseparable. They can't be separated. Now, when I say they are inseparable, let's talk about untouchability. Way back in our society, we had untouchability. That means there wasn't equality. So, all those people who were considered inferior, they were denied education, no medical facility, transportation, nothing. At that time, Dr. Ambedkar came at the forefront. We've already read about him, and he fought against this. He believed that justice can be achieved only and only when everyone is treated equally. So the government also has to make some special provisions, some efforts to make sure this equality exists. Let's take the case study of a girl and a boy. So in our society, a boy child is given more preference as compared to the girl child. Right? So as compared to the girl child, we generally, in societies, we happen to see that, okay, we wish to have a boy. More value, more care is given to a boy. So that means we don't value the rights of the girl. We don't consider girl and boy child equally. This is wrong. In this step, in this situation, the government has to come in, step over, make some very special provisions so that the people make no bias against boy and a girl. For example, making girls access to the making girls able to learn, making it possible for them to go to school by trying to waive off their fees or making it less costly to the parents. So this is how this bias can be removed, and girls who are considered as a burden would not be considered, and thus justice would prevail. Fine. So that's all for today. I hope you've been able to understand what I taught. Till we meet next, please take care. And in case you like, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.